Hello artist. So today we're going to be painting a little bit like Vincent van Gogh. But first what I want you to do is that you're going to get a piece of paper out and you can find that in your art supply kit. There's a packet of construction paper. If you open it up, there's lots of different colors, but you should be able to find white. Then I want you to take out some crayons to start with. Yes, crayons. This is just to get us started and with the drawing on our paper, and then we'll move on to paint. So this video is just going to show you how to get your paper ready for painting. So what you're going to do is I want you to think about a spot or a place that you've always wanted to go to, or if you could in your imagination, go to it and see what it was all about and what it was like. Or I want you to think about a place that you've been to that's really special to you, or that you just think is a great place to be. So then you're going to take your crayons and I want you to draw the outline or just the lines of that picture. Maybe it's a house at your grandma's. Maybe it's camping by a lake. Maybe it's you've always wanted to go to outer space like me. So you get to decide what you want that place to be. Maybe it's a beach or where it's somewhere warm in Florida. It is totally up to you what you do for your place. You just have to think of a place. So I'm doing outer space because I would love to go up to outer space. I think it would be fun to see the planets and the earth from a different point of view. So I drew a big giant star. I guess maybe you could think of it as the sun. I also just drew an outline of some shapes of some stars and some outlines of planets. Now remember, Vincent van Gogh was not concerned with detail, and so I wasn't very concerned with detail too. I just wanted to get a spot where I knew I should paint when I go to paint. So before that though, I'm going to use my crayons to show you something else we're going to do. We talked a lot about broken line. So you're going to take your crayons and you're going to actually add some broken lines to your picture. So I'm going to go right here into my sun and I'm going to take my crayon and I just want to make some broken lines. And I'm not going to be too picky about which way they're going or not. I'm just going to put them every which way. It's okay if they go on top of each other. I more so just want to fill in the space a little bit. And I think I'll even make some orange in it. Now it's up to you what your colors you use for your picture. So you can see I'm just kind of filling it all in. I didn't just do one or two lines, did I? I did a lot. So now I'm going to think about, oh, since I already had this in my hand, maybe I want those stars to glow too. And we talked about that in our meeting the other day. And then with our starry night that we were doing yesterday. So I'm just adding a bunch of lines and I'm going fast. Van Gogh would have had to paint fast. A lot of times he was painting outside, and if he wanted to get to the light right or if weather was bad, he wanted to paint fast. Alright, so now I'm going to go into my planets here and I'm going to add some broken line into there too. And you can see I'm going fast. Now one thing I do want you to do, and I think I should have said this earlier, is when you're drawing with your crayons, press down so they're nice and bright. Don't be a wimp and do this, and then you can barely see my lines. Make sure that you're pressing down hard enough that we can see them, because we are going to paint over them, but they'll still show through the paint, which I think is going to look really cool when we're all done. I'm going to go up to this planet too, and I'm going to make some nice broken lines. Notice I haven't made any long lines. All right, maybe I'll add some red into that one too. All right, this is like a reddish pink. Okay, I love how that's looking. Then I'm going to go over here and do the same thing. And I just want to get lots of color into my picture. So there's some of my broken line, but I also think, oh, you know what I did forget, guys? You're probably going, Mrs. Lutzbrock, if only I could talk to you. you need to finish those stars. Oh, I broke my crayon. Oh well. Pressed a little too hard. It happens. I'm going to go around this one too with my broken lines. And then I think I'm going to kind of swirl around some of these stars. This is my outer space. And I want it to be swirly red, maybe some swirly purple, because this is my outer space. All right. And maybe I'll do one more color. Might do some more of this blue with some of those broken lines. All right. So once you have your picture and you've filled it in with broken lines, we're going to then move on to the painting part. So make sure that you move on to the next slide and you gather the painting materials that you'll need for that. Bye.